today we're going to be making kebabs. You want to start out with soaking your bamboo skewer. I usually soak them 30 minutes to an hour, or just depending on how long your prepping time is. I just definitely do that first. And then you want to rinse your mushrooms and cut them up. And I also soak them too, that way it's easier for me in the end, so they don't break apart when you try to put them into the skewer. Now we have 2 pounds of squid, 2 pounds of shrimp, and 2 pounds of chuck roast beef. And you can buy the stew pre-cut, or I bought them and I cut them myself, so that way they're the right size that I like. And then now I'm making the sauce to put into to marinate it. This is fresh ginger. I prefer fresh ginger, that way it gives you a better aroma. And I'm trying just to mince and grate it up. So you can cut the ginger any way you like. You can thinly slice them, or you can use a mortar and pestle and pound them. Just totally up to you. I just prefer this way. I have about 3 tablespoons, roughly estimated, for this. Now we're gonna set that aside. Okay, so you can put them in any order you want. Since I'll be marinating them in the same sauce, I just put them all together, so put it in any order you want. And notice that it's more of a meat kebab. I'm not a vegetable person, so I don't have the bell pepper, green, red, or yellow, or zucchini or onion. You can definitely put that in yours, but mine's just more mainly of the seafood and the beef and the mushroom. And now we're going to go ahead and put in the ginger. I use Miller Lite for this marinade, but you could definitely use any kind of alcohol, wine, or beer. And this is just what I have in house, so this is what I'm using. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup. And then this is Hoison sauce. And you can measure this too. However, I just kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to do about roughly 2 tablespoons. You don't want to put a lot of this in because this is sweet, and since I'll be using also oyster sauce, this is more of what I like to put in there. So I don't do tablespoons anymore, I do cups. We're going to be putting 1/2 cup. And then soy sauce or seasoning sauce. This is the brand that I like. You can definitely use any kind of soy sauce. And I'll need to do 1 teaspoon. I use fried garlic. You could definitely use fresh and mince it yourself. And 1, 2, and 3. Here's just some fried onion. And you can season it to how you like. Lastly is some super hot roasted chili oil. And if you do not do spicy, you can definitely omit this. However, I like spice, so I'm gonna go ahead in there. And this is very spicy, so I'm just gonna do 1 tablespoon. And this is my half, so I'm doing 2. That's why. Notice that I didn't put any salt because all of my sauce here are very high in sodium already. So now we just mix. After mixing it, I like to go in and put more oyster sauce, just a 1/4 cup. And then you want to set this aside 30 minutes to an hour. And if you want to set it aside for overnight, 24 hours, that's totally up to you as well. Alright, so now it's been over an hour since I marinated. And I took my skewers out after I soaked them. And you can do it any order that you want. Totally up to you. Just be very careful though, as these do poke, and you want to leave an amount for you to hold. Alright, the grill is set at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and now we're gonna lightly coat the pan. I have my kabobs all ready, and just gonna start grilling. It's just gonna be easier for me to do it this way. And because of the shape of my grill, I can only do a couple at a time, but there we go.